Okay, it's so cold and wet, dreary, and windy and blowy outside that we've combined some of our videos. But for the most part, this is going to be the garage door, overhead door video. We've got some cracks on the garage floor. Now the builder's going to tell you that concrete does two things. It gets hard and it cracks. And he's right. He's right. That's what concrete does. It's the product. It's the nature of the material that we've used. Now, when I'm evaluating flat work, I have a set of guidelines that I choose to go by, and those are: do the cracks get narrower, more narrow towards the perimeter of the slab? They do. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. If they got wider, that would be, raise some cautionary flags. Okay, are the cracks wider than a 32nd of an inch? And they might be as wide as a 32nd of an inch, but they're not any larger than that. And so, I think we're right there at the threshold of that thing. It's a thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. All right, and then is it in plane? This is like just as smooth as a baby's butt across there. See that? Is it in plane? All right, that's a good thing. It's in plane. So, are your neighbors going to have crack envy because you have typical cracks? No. They're not going to have crack envy. Should you monitor these? Of course, you should monitor your whole house, the entire house. So yeah, keep an eye on it. But at this stage in the game, that's the only thing I can tell you is just to monitor it to see if it's getting any larger or not. But this is again, to the builder's point. That's typical. So, but we're here for the garage overhead door, and what we've got here is our control wires are held in place with staples that are not insulated staples. Now you'll see how the door is halfway closed, halfway open. Take your pick. It's because I did the safety emergency release. So that works. That's a good thing. Our manual door lock has been decommissioned. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But what we don't have is spring tension notices on the first corners of each door. We do not have a spring, an entrapment notice, kind of similar to this entrapment notice over here. We don't have an entrapment notice on the door. It's supposed to be an entrapment notice on the door. And we do not have a pull handle inside of the door. Those are like the three things: the staples, the notices, and the pull handle. Three things so far. Let's just come on over here. Now, there we go. Well, that works. And our courtesy light works. It's all good stuff. I do not do a block test, okay? The builder can show you a block test, but I do not perform block tests. And I made a business decision to do no harm. I've got instructions. This comes with instructions to show you how to do a block test. And I've got other instructions that are baked inside your report that will show you that show the builder, for example, how to perform a block test. I just take my big old flat zombie hoof and I break the beam like a dancing fool. I just come over here, break it across, open sesame, and the safety reverse works. Now I'm going to touch on some plumbing. Our meter's out there from the other inspection. Our check valve for the lawn sprinkler system is over here. Again, I'll have to the ground is saturated. I cannot see inside the irrigation boxes. So maybe I can get a clue from the other report. Our lawn sprinkler controls is over here. They didn't do a really good job of labeling it, but there is some labeling inside of there. So there's that. It has this rain sensor, weather sensor, excuse me. Another thing, we got a spring on this door. We want a spring on this door. We got a spring. How about that?